It has been just over 4 years since I've stepped foot in a formal gym. That's not to say that I haven't exercised or anything like that. No. At my place, I've got quite an extensive setup, okay? A couple of machines, a high-end Bowflex, a bench, adjustable dumbbells. I'm perfectly fine with everything that I have because, quite frankly, the whole gym scenario, this was even before, obviously, right? That was just before the lockdown, the pandemic, and all that stuff. I was starting to grow very, very weary of exercise at a big box gym, and even as somebody who has an exercise physiology degree, as somebody who is a personal trainer, I could see the writing on the walls. This was even before all the gym thoughts would show up and start filming their workouts to, I don't know, post on OnlyFans, whatever they do. But it's places like Planet Fitness, the final big box gym that I found myself at, where I just wasn't getting the return on investment that I was making because of silly policy decisions that they're making in order to placate to who exactly? Well, we figured out really quickly the wokest and the ne'er-do-wells of society. I think that's the nicest way that we can put this. And, well, that has all come to a head right now. Off of this one situation that Libs of TikTok has deemed the bloodbath at Planet Fitness. How that little term is just going to permeate the rest of the year, I bet. Stock is down almost 7%. Boycott Planet Fitness. It continues to trend on X multiple days afterwards. Mass membership cancellations, which okay, as somebody who knows how to do a cancellation at Planet Fitness, there's a lot of people pretending to call in to cancel their membership. Spoiler, you actually can't do that. Internal panic at corporate. Don't know about that for sure, but you know, hey, Libs of TikTok does have sources pretty much anywhere that they officially report on stuff. So I'd imagine there's probably a bit of policy conversation being had right now. So this is what happens when companies put men's delusions over protecting women. How is this men's fault all of a sudden? This is just one ranged individual, okay, to blame. Hey, that's just the default level of feminism that permeates all of society. Who even can dispute that at this point in time? But what are we dealing with right here? We got the aftermath, but let's set up the problem. Planet Fitness stands by decision to allow men in women's locker rooms and warns members that their discomfort is not a reason to exclude transgender people. Yes, very proud transgender person right there on the right quadrant, as opposed to the, if we're going to be fair, very uppity looking Karen in the left. Fitness has refused to walk back his decision to ban a member who exposed a trans woman shaving in the female locker room. That's ridiculous. What was this stunning and brave trans woman shaving? That's probably a little bit more pressing, but maybe I don't want to know. The statement, which was shared by Libs of TikTok Twitter accounts, said although some members may feel uncomfortable sharing facilities, this discomfort is not a reason to deny access to the transgender member. No, feel free to use any of the equipment. Feel free to use any of the facilities, the unisex facilities, the massage chair, the heating chamber, the tanning booth. Feel free to use all of it at your own leisure. But when it comes to change rooms, if you got something that hangs, you go into that door. If you have some things that just get tucked up, you go into that room. Seems pretty simple, right? Comments come after Patricia Silva detailed an incident at her Alaska. Up in Alaska? I thought they were pretty well insulated from this insanity, but no, we're here now. When she saw a transgender woman shaving in her locker room. Well, we seen a picture of the transgender woman. And I mean, come on, man. Like, seriously. Silva had just finished working out at Planet Fitness Fairbanks location when she saw the person who she claimed was a man with a penis carrying out his routine in front of a 12-year-old girl. Why is it always in front of the kids? Why is there a 12-year-old in the bathroom at a gym? That's also equally strange. Silva, who has previously run for Fairbanks Borough Assembly, told the trans woman they should really be using the male locker room. Well, yeah, and that's the face who was called and asked to speak to many a manager before. But I guess, here's the official statement. Okay, some members may feel uncomfortable with transgender member using the same locker room facilities, bathroom, showers, and other facilities separated by sex. Well, yeah, exactly, because you're conflating two very different categories in gender and in sex. One is immutable, the other is made up by a psychopath out of Winnipeg. The discomfort is not a reason to deny access to transgender member. Exactly. Anyway, this is what happens when you go to a vibes-based gym, which Planet Fitness very much is, and that's another reason why I was just all too happy to cancel my membership and never darken at the doorstep ever again. We're kind of limited in Grand Prairie. I'm sure Fairbanks probably isn't a heck of a lot different, but when it comes to gyms, we got a couple of the big ones, but a lot of them are super overpriced or just flooded with normies that are just going to piss you off and just waste all the time just leaning against the machines, standing in front of the weight. Got stories for days. But anyways, Planet Fitness staff should work with members and employees to address the discomfort and foster a climate of understanding consistent with the judgment-free character of Planet Fitness. See, that's what happens, man. Okay, you signed up to go to a gym that's all about judgment-free. That's all about having pizza the first Monday or was it bagels on Tuesdays, first Tuesday of the month, and then pizza on the first Monday of the month. Yeah, that's what they're doing over there. People have a general understanding of Planet Fitness, so if you hear a big chain exercise location is prioritizing the whims of the 0.01% of the population over the grander membership community, none of this stuff should be shocking at all. Planet Fitness staff shall strive to address transgender members with names, titles, pronouns, and other terms consistent with their self-reported gender identity, if reasonably known to the Planet Fitness staff. Yeah, for example, a transgender woman should be referred to, with, the quote-unquote appropriate pronouns. Trans woman retorted that they were LGB. Interesting. Silva took a picture of the person and shared it online. I was so shocked by what she had seen as she recounted her experience on a Facebook video. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought for a moment that it would have been on any other platform. I just came out of Planet Fitness and the man shaving in a woman's bathroom. I love him in Christ. Okay, parenting intensifying. He is a spiritual being having a human experience. He doesn't like his gender, so he wants to be a woman, and I'm not comfortable with him shaving in my bathroom. It's not your bathroom. Just thought I'd say it out loud. Silva, who has shared, oh my god, I hate journalists so much. Okay, QAnon conspiracy theories on social media. Also described the encounter in a written post online. Went to Planet Fitness. I walked into the bathroom, saw there stands a man shaving. I looked at him and said, hey. He looked up and he said, you're a man shaving in the woman's bathroom, and I'm not okay with that. Where does the 12-year-old kid come into? Not that I'm asking, just you had that in your story. He replied, well, I'm LGB. Let's go, Brandon. Okay. Whatever that is, nevertheless, I told him, you're a man and you're invading my space. God damn it, man. I don't like either of these people, to be completely honest. He wanted to argue to justify why he can be there. Well, I guess he also has company policy on his side. Her side. My mistake, sure. I stepped out of the locker room and loudly asked the front desk, are you aware that there is a man shaving in the woman's bathroom? I'm not okay with that. Can I speak to your manager? The two men standing at the desk put their heads down, the tails between their legs. Yeah, because if they were to enforce, reality on this mentally deranged individual, I'll let you decide who I'm talking about, they would end up getting fired. I was walking out the door. At my back, a woman shouts, it's a girl. I shouted back, it's a man. And somebody else shouted back, it's ma'am. Planet Fitness canceled my membership and allowed the yo, man, that's the law. Hey, man, for as crazy as this situation is, throwing around those accusations is fairly serious, but it's so funny that, okay, they'll go ahead and post all of this lady's Facebook posts, but not the picture. Not the picture at all. That's why I'm just really happy we pulled this up, because it's very tough, and I definitely know, being in one of the Planet Fitness locations, not the women's change room, that's not for me. That's definitely their bathroom. That's their aesthetic right there. It's uniform across multiple locations, so it's really tough. It's really tough to see the justification on this one, but as it shows right here, stock down 7%. Boycott Planet Fitness continues to trend. I don't even know. Yeah, it's actually over there right now in the what's happening side of things, and 24,000 posts is nothing to really turn your nose up at. And if the internal panic and this continuous trend and then the wave of mass cancellations continues to happen, might see something change in the near future. But then again, it's Planet Fitness. They're all about feelings, so much about results. I don't really know if there's going to be much of a change on that one, because even the woke have to exercise too. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.